Well, it goes back to the teammates. Like, my teammates ain't look at me any other differently because they knew I did nothing wrong through the whole process. But at the end of the day, that kind of brought us closer together as a team because we look like, dang, our quarterback going through this situation, and dang, people still, not leaving us alone after we having a successful season. But that brought us closer together as a team. That was a changing point in our whole team because there was the time when we needed to get over the hump. We was playing against a Syracuse team that had confidence, and they come to our house and had confidence that they would beat us. So they got us back refocused to where we needed to be.
Well, that game was really just out of anger and out of happiness of just being on the football field again. When you love this game so much and you got to sit a whole year off, that kind of hits you into the heart, and that's like a reality check. Like, hey, bro, you was sitting the bench last year. So when I came out to that game, I was like, man, I'm ready. I'm ready, and obviously I had the weapons around me that helped me do that. And that's when, I realized as a player, back in the spring, I realized that, hey, we got a great team, but I realized as a player, like, hey, we out here gelling. We out here. We got this little thing about us, and then that's what I knew right there. I was like, FSU gonna bring that swag back because we went out there and just showed the world, like, hey, look at us. We're here. We're here to make a statement. Control people's motives, but what I can control is what I do on the football field every single day and how I react around my teammates, and that's what we really focus on because it's not over yet. Obviously, we got a great Auburn team that we got to face, and this is actually a rivalry game for me because I'm playing the home state team. And, we just look forward to this game. Like, what people think outside of this and what people are trying to do, I can't control none of that. So I just go out there and play football because I enjoy it and I love it. It's my passion. And I got these boys around me, and that's what we love to do, go out there and play Florida State football. The defense is absolutely right. I definitely would vote for our team as a Heisman. And when I brought that thing back, I said, thank you to everybody. And I gave them the trophy. You guys, I was like, hey, this is your trophy. And actually the other day in Dave and Buster's, somebody told Kenny, congrats on winning the Heisman. I was like, you right. He won it for me. But when you talk about pressure, to me, with my mentality, I'm thinking about the stuff on the football field because that is my sanctuary. And pressure outside of everything else, that's something that I'm not focused on, especially when I'm around all these guys because when these guys look at me, they see, hey, he going to be smiling all the time. We probably have to tell him, stop playing so much, or we got to tell him, calm down because I'm very excited and sometimes I do things that to around these guys that they just put their head down like this is our quarterback. But pressure is something that I really don't focus on outside of the football field. I get most of my pressure is when Coach Fisher is crawling down my back about making the wrong read, or Coach Sanders telling me that I don't got my weight back and I just overthrew a 6'6" wide receiver wide open down the field in practice. Now that's pressure. I had a real championship since middle school. So this game means so much to me, and we got people Tevin won a lot of championships in high school, but this is still the most important game to him in his life. When you got the opportunity to play in a national championship game and your team is the only team on television, and then this game on my birthday, we're not going out there to just play around. We're not going out there to take anybody for granted. We're going out there to play a great game. We're going out there to do what we came here to do every single day, 13 games. It's not over yet. We got a 14th one, and why not end this year with a victory?
It was weird at first because you used to playing with quarterbacks 2 or 3 years older than me, but we took him in the summertime, and he gained our respect from them with 7-on-7s and workouts in the summertime. So Coach Fisher always preaches it's no limit to the age of playing, and he proved that to us as teammates and the nation this year.
A little bit in all, I think, like a lot of people, just the poise and composure that he had. You saw it every day in spring practice, through the summer, through the fall, but for it to show up on game day that way, that was nice to see. And the thing people forget, he had 2 incompletions. One of them was a throwaway, and one of them could easily have been ruled complete on the sideline. I think it was a catch Kenny made on the sideline. But just the way he saw things, the way the accuracy he played with, And then obviously our guys getting open, catching the ball, and making plays around him makes it much easier.
When you think about the football team, it's skill, speed, and balance. And when you think about Jameis Winston, there's not one thing. He can make any throw on the field. I think he's a great leader and a tremendous leader for a young player. He's obviously been, I think, handled things extremely well. The pressure of going undefeated, if you've never done it before, it's different. And each game it mounts, and some people can't handle it. Recent weeks have shown that. But he's been their leader, even as a redshirt freshman. And the other thing is his mobility. When he doesn't make that throw, his mobility just puts you in a very tough situation when he gets out of the pocket. He can run the ball, and he's got great vision downfield. So I can't answer your question with that one thing.
I did have an opportunity to talk to Johnny. He just told me to stay myself. I mean, and when you think about the things that Johnny went through, and you see what the things that he does on the field, it makes you forget about the things that's happening. And that's what I'm trying to do. I mean, I'm trying to make football be my getaway. And that's what he's done a great job of. And that's what I'm glad I got a team like this, because they allow me to make football be the getaway. Because when we go out there and I look in their eyes and they like, we ready to fight. And that's what we got to do as individuals. We got to fight for the rest of our life, because life ain't fair, man. And so we can't sit there and just dwell in all the circumstances and all the things that we go through. I mean, we got to live our life on a day-to-day basis. And what's wrong with dreaming? I mean, I dream about this my whole life, and I'm going to keep dreaming until the day I die.